Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Thanks for tuning in. We're here on Laguna Beach just after sunset, but the light is still beautiful. So we're going to do a meditation today, and I believe that inner peace is like 10 breaths away. No matter what kind of stressful day you have or what's going on in your life, it's always possible to just tune into the inner body, to bring yourself into a more deeper state of awareness, and just taking that time kind of like sets up your priority for your life. It kind of sets up this idea that your inner peace is worth it. Just taking that little bit of time. You could, lock yourself in a bathroom, you could lock yourself in your closet, you just close the door and just take that time. Nobody even needs to know that you're meditating. You don't need to make a big production out of it. Just, as little as 10 deep breaths, 10 breaths with awareness, this can make a really, really big difference. Okay, so we're going to begin that training. So you'll have the technique of accessing the inner body. When you're ready to start, let's come to a comfortable seated position. You'll be cultivating the equanimous mind, which is a mind that's free of judgment. So now, in a comfortable seated position, allow your eyes to close. Tune into the feeling, the rhythm, and the pace of the breath. Counting the breaths backwards from 10. 10 in, 10 out. 9 in, 9 out. 8 in, 8 out. 7 in, 7 out. 6 in, 6 out. 5 in, 5 out. 4 in, 4 out. 3 in, 3 out. 2 in, 2 out. 1 in, 1 out. Use the breath as a doorway to an inner experience. By concentrating the mind on the breath, you reach the Eka Tattva state, the single-pointed state of concentration. And as you bring the mind into focus on the breath, you're training the mind, very much like you train a muscle. And each time you ask the mind to stay with the breath, the mind becomes stronger, sharper, more precise. As the mind reaches that single-pointed state of concentration, you'll be able to peer more deeply, to perceive more deeply, to look more deeply down into the center of yourself. Journey down as the waters of the mind still. Direct your full attention to the inner body. Deep down in the garden of your heart, feel the presence of a warm, compassionate embrace of infinite power and infinite depth. Deep in the center of your heart, feel a yearning for true spiritual knowledge. Tune deeply in, deep into the inner body, deep into the inner heart. Recognize that your true home, your true spiritual center are one, so that you find a resting place for your mind in the inner garden of the heart. Seek the world within, and all the answers will be revealed. Tune deeply into the space behind the sternum, in the space of the heart center. Find and feel the infinite depth of the spirit within. Allow a sense of inner illumination to shine forth from you, as though there is a star that is brighter than 1,000 suns that yearns to shine. Set it free by surrendering your will down into the center of the heart, as though you approach the innermost temple of self, the innermost temple of spirit, the seat of all that is holy, the seat of all that is sacred, the journey home to your spiritual center. And listen to the voice of quiet wisdom. Listen to the voice that yearns to speak to you. Let that quiet voice of wisdom speak. Perhaps you hear the words that say, I am here with you now. I am here with you. I have always been with you. There is no place where I am not. There is no time where I am not. I am here. Rest your mind in this inner sanctuary. Return your consciousness home. Find and connect to the spiritual seat of all knowledge and knowingness. Welcome your mind into the journey home. Feeling the inner breath, almost as though by dropping your mind down into the heart center, into that infinite depth, you release and experience or receive a breath of life. Allow that breath to illuminate the body, illuminate the soul, and the spirit shines. In a few moments of quiet reflection, a few moments of connection to that deep, imperturbable place of peace, the peace that passes all understanding, your life changes. You are reborn, renewed, and restored. You can finally see yourself through the eyes of spirit, resting your mind, abiding in the truth of who you really are. Carry that seed of peace with you in every moment. Recognize the unmistakable wisdom that is divine guidance, that is divine will. Move your hands gently together. May all beings, including myself, be happy, be free from suffering, be peaceful. May all beings, including myself, experience true love. Namaste.